All right, good morning, everybody. Most of you will probably know me. I'm Phil Evans, the Managing Director of Salon Guru. There's a lot of clients on this webinar today, a lot of our clients, but there are also some people who are not Salon Guru clients. So Salon Guru are a website and digital marketing company. We've been going 20 years. We have about 230 salon clients around the world, anywhere where they speak English. Our specialty is websites and Google SEO and all other parts of digital marketing, trying to get more clients for our salon clients. I'm going to be assisted today by Shane Marsh. Shane, who's the manager of our technical department.
Hello.
Morning, Shane.
Hello, everybody.
I'm going to do the first part, and then Shane's going to take over, and I'm going to come back. So what we're talking about today is Showcase Hair. It's a system that we've been working on for the last year. And I'm going to show you the first part of it actually working on a website. So it's not an idea, it's an actual working system I'm going to show you today. And then Shane's going to show you the back-end mechanics, how it works, how it's put together, how you would use it. And then I'm going to come back and finish off with some more ideas. For us, I think Showcase is the biggest change to how websites work. And I also think it's a massive opportunity. Later this year, we're going to also launch Showcase Treatment, which covers beauty and aesthetics and hair loss and trichology and hair extensions. But today I'm going to focus on the hair. The reason we've done this, the reason that our team has been so focused on this, we've been doing this a long time, 20 years. And I spend my life looking at salon websites, talking to salon owners, trying to deal with the problems that they face, which is financial pressure. I mean, every single salon, I think every business is facing increasing financial pressure, constant problems, and also the need for more clients, how to bring more clients to the salon without spending a fortune on advertising, whilst also trying to maintain your profit, your prices, so you're not heavily discounting. Is there a way we can get more clients without spending a great deal on adverts or without heavily discounting? So today I'm going to show you what I think is the solution. And this is based on 20 years of my knowledge and my whole team. We think the key to the next couple of years will be changing the way that we work. What we need to do is convert more web visitors. Most of our clients, most of our salon websites, and yours probably too, gets hundreds, if not many thousands of visitors a month. If we can convert just 10% more of those visitors, it will transform your business. So imagine doubling your conversion rate. Imagine your website changed into something completely different. I think this could completely regenerate your business. And the way I'm going to show you we're going to do it is with all those visitors that come to your website, we're going to try and interrupt them, interact with them, and engage with them. Because most websites, nearly all websites, are just static. They just sit there, and they may get thousands of visitors, but they're often not as up to date as we'd want them to be. We can't control what the visitor looks at, where they go, what they interact with. So we don't control that flow of potential clients. What I'm going to show you today is to deal with that problem and create something completely different. So what I've got here is a salon called Flint, a customer of ours. They're in Norwich. Yes, Norwich. Now, Flint is the first user of Showcase Hair. And I'm going to show you this working. This is a copy of their website, because their actual website, we're turning on Showcase this week. We're just installing it with them. So I've taken a copy of their website. We've got it fully working, all of the systems. I'm going to show you how Showcase works on their website. So this is the Flint website. Looks great. Sits at the top of Google, really high on Google search, and has got all of the usual kind of information you'd expect on a salon website. But here's the first element of Showcase. Now, these are images. The problem that salons often have is that their images are sat on Instagram or their stylist mobile phones, and getting them from there into a place where your clients can see them can be difficult, because we've often used a widget that pulls in Instagram images, but it breaks. You have to keep refreshing it. Instagram doesn't like us pulling in their images to a website. So this is a way of dealing with that. These are Flint's own images pulled in constantly. So it's a live feed of their latest images, which they update themselves. So their website now becomes a dynamic portfolio of their images. Now I'm going to go a lot further, but this is just on the homepage. This is just their most recent work. And when I click on an image, it shows me who's done that work. So this is by Arabella. And we're going to go into all of this stylist profile section in a minute. But Arabella's, all of the information I need about Arabella is there, and all her recent work, and all her reviews, and a booking link. So rather than just having some images on the website, we have all of your images, all of your latest images, all connected to your staff profiles, all with the reviews and a booking link. So it's a dynamic element of your website. And this will work on any website. This isn't just Salon Guru. I'm showing you an example from one of our clients. We will show you how this can be applied to any website from any salon. So that's the first element, and we're going to go further. That's showing some images from this kind of portfolio of all of your images. If I scroll down, there's another part to showcase. Another thing that we want to pull into the website is all the latest reviews, because it's another thing that clients will make a decision based on. So here are all of their Flint's reviews being pulled in. They have 198 reviews coming from Google, from Forest, and from their website. This widget, this showcase section, will again work on any website. It will pull in all of your reviews from whichever software you use, Salon IQ, Forest, Zanotti, and your website, and Google, and place them on your website. Now, this is the first part of Showcase that people will install, and it's free. We're not charging people to use. If that's all they do, they want the reviews on the website, we're letting people use that until next year, 2027, and then there'll be a nominal fee for using it. So your reviews is the first thing, pulling all the reviews into the website. So now that's the homepage. There's a couple of examples there, pulling in images, pulling in reviews. Let me show you a couple of others. Let me just check my notes so I do them in the right order. So that's the homepage, it's the reviews. Right, let's look at the contact page. So contact us. Up there. Because you can pull in this information to any page of your website. So on the contact page, I also want the reviews, but this time I've chosen to show them as a carousel. So you've got complete control of where you put images, where you put reviews, how you display them. So in this case, that's a small change. I just wanted to show some reviews, but in a carousel. Now I'm going to show you another page. Look, let's look at the hair color page. So this again is pulling in images. So this is a standard hair color page created as normal. But here again is Showcase, pulling in. Now this time it's pulling in just the color images. So you can pull in subsets of the gallery. Again, I've done a carousel. These are their latest images being pulled into the color page. And these are the ones that have been tagged as color work. Shane's going to show you all about the AI auto tagging in a minute, but it's clever. Your stylist can upload images. They can go on the right page of your website automatically. So you could pull in images for your keratin smoothing page, for your curls and perms page, for your gents hairdressing, for your wedding and bridal, for extensions, because your portfolio of images is tagged as to what kind of hair it is and where it should fit. So you can control, but automate constantly flowing updated images to the right pages on your website. Let's have a look. And notice on those images, I've turned on the ability on this particular set of images to further filter them. So I could just show the glossing, or I could just show the money piece. Now, this client has only, I think they've uploaded about 120 images. When they've got 500 or 1,000 images, these image libraries will be much bigger. So you'll be able to have perhaps 20 examples of face framing. But it means that on your various pages, you can pull in the different images. Let me find the balayage. So this is their balayage page. Remember, this could work on your website. It's just pulling in your images that are held on a portfolio onto the relevant page. So these are their balayage images, 8 pages of them. So that's the first 2 parts of the Showcase working. It's pulling in all your reviews and placing them wherever you want on your website, pulling in all your images, either all your images or filtering them to be suitable for specific pages. But also, each image is linked to a staff profile. So when the image is uploaded, it knows which staff member it is, and it ties it to that staff member. So a client browsing your website and looking for a particular hair color or curly hair or specialist treatment, they can go to that page and look at who's producing that work. And straight from there, they can jump to the booking link. Now you have control over this, so you can decide how many places you place the images, how many places you place the portfolios. Let me just go back to my notes to see what else I'm going to talk about. Oh yeah, Style Picker. Now I'm going to show you, this is something that used to be incredibly popular on all of our websites. We used to gather all the images from all the big suppliers, Weller, Goldwell, and put them all into a big library and have a style picker so that your clients could visit your website and have a page where they could see all the images and filter them. So this is Flint's now style picker, but with their own work now. So on this page are all the work they've done. Imagine it's like their Instagram feed. Every single image that's been uploaded is here, but the client can filter. So I want to just see the gents. No, let's turn that off. I want to just see the vivid colors. So clients can come here and browse your color work, your curls. They can come and see the work that you do. But unlike Instagram, which is just an enormous library of unfiltered, unordered imagery, now they can actually see the images and see which imagery applies to them. So if they want to come and look at wedding and bridal, this would show them all the wedding and bridal work. Now let's go and have a look at the Meet the Team, because we've talked about bringing in the images to the home page and the color page, etc. Now this is the Meet the Team page. Now, again, I can filter here. So I can choose, I want a male stylist. Okay, they've only got one. Or if this is a bigger group, they could have 5 or 6 male stylists. It can filter on everything. So I had this turned on yesterday. They've ticked it off. I put down that one of their stylists spoke Italian. You can filter on languages. So if you're a salon in London and you deal with clients who speak different languages and your staff speak Spanish or German or Italian, you just tick that on in the section that Shane's going to show you in a minute. So you can choose to filter your staff so they can look at your staff and say, I want a balayage expert. Okay, they've got 3. I want to see Arabella's work and her experience. There we go. There's her work, there's her reviews. So it's making your team pages much more interactive. Your clients can go there and say, come and meet our team, come and find the perfect stylist for you, the stylist that matches what you're looking for. Or just by price level, because I just want the most expensive. Let's clear all the filters. I want just the top price. So I want somebody who's under 25. I want somebody who's 25 and male who speaks German. I want somebody who speaks Spanish and specializes in hair extensions, because specialities is also there. So if you want somebody that does creative coloring, there's your 3 people. And if you want to see what Taylor's work is like, there, and his reviews, and then you want to book. So this whole idea of making your website much more informative with imagery and reviews and stylist profiles, but also to get your clients to interact more. So those are the 3 elements of Showcase. It's the images, it's your reviews, it's your very detailed stylist profiles, which we're going to look at in a little moment with Shane. The final part of Showcase, once all this is working, we're launching next month, is when people arrive on the website, it's going to pop up and say, would you like AI to match you to the perfect stylist? They will then be able to, this is the idea of interrupting the browser, asking them, can we help you? Can we introduce you to the perfect stylist? What are you looking for? Do you want any specific skills? Do you need any specific languages? What price do you want to pay? Because the AI will then use this kind of matchmaking that I've shown you manually doing it and say, I think Taylor's the perfect match for you. Would you like to make a booking? And then send them off to Salon IQ or whatever system they use and actually make that booking. So this changes your website into something dynamic, something constantly changing, something always up to date with the latest images. And, you know, adding a new staff member will be taking seconds, not days or weeks. But the most important bit is we want to get those visitors to pause, to have a look, to get to know your team. Because for me, as a salon, what you're really trying to sell are your team, their skills, the work they do, and the reviews you've got. Because if you can put those things front and center, I think it tells your story and makes a much stronger case for them to go ahead and make a booking, because you've sold them the idea of that particular stylist and the work that they do. So I'm going to quickly summarize, but also explain where we go from here. So I'm back on that Flint working site now. So it's bringing in all of your images. So rather than sitting on Instagram that's unordered, unfiltered, we can bring them to your website. We can put your images on the relevant pages on all of your staff, so the staff's own portfolio. The same with reviews, all of your reviews brought onto your website, attached to staff members with booking links, and much more detailed portfolios or staff profiles, what languages they speak, what skill sets they've got, what qualifications, what price levels, everything about your staff. Let me go back to the Meet the Team, where we were before. And here, notice Sam ticked on Italian for Connor, and now we've got a choice of, you know, we've got 7 speakers who speak English and 1 person who speaks Italian, which will be Connor. So it's an immediate. You go into your showcase, you make a change, your website is up to date. You don't need to change your website. You upload your images, your website is up to date. So all of these things happen automatically. But on the Matchmaker, what we'll now be adding to this in the next month is when people arrive at Flint, there'll be a pop-up that says, would you like us to matchmake to the perfect stylist? It'll even allow the client to upload a photo, and it will matchmake the photo to the work done by your team. So if somebody uploads vivid red short pixie crop, then it will suggest which staff member. They can also obviously get to that by looking at the picture gallery. So you could actually go in and look for vivid red pixie cuts, because you can filter color techniques. So the client can go looking themselves by doing this filtering on your images, which you can't do on Instagram, or they'll actually talk to the AI and say, I want a short crop vivid color, and it will matchmake. So that's where we think we're going to be going for the rest of this year. Website, the showcase here is now working. Flint will be going fully live this week. We will expect others to follow in the days and weeks ahead. And the primary aim, I think it's worth repeating this, is to interrupt those visitors. If you're getting hundreds or thousands of people on your website, if we can stop them in their tracks, if we can make them pause and interact and engage with your website, we think you're going to have a USP, a unique selling point that other people just don't have. I've not seen this on any other website, not just salons. I've not seen this ability to interact with the visitor and say, I can give you the answer you're looking for.